1 in 25 people, or about 4% of the population, are deemed sociopaths or have sociopathic behavior. Now, before everyone's like, oh my gosh, we have 4% of serial killers in the United States. Negatron, we don't. Sociopathic behavior just means that, yes, although someone has an inability to really not express emotion because they're good at mimicking and copying people to understand how to put on a mold or a mask in order to, fit in different situations, go cognito, you know what I mean? They have the inability to actually have an emotion. They know how to mimic them, but to actually have it themselves, not really able to be done. But regardless, we need sociopaths in the world. And I only say this because I read this in this book that I'm reading right now, The Sociopath Next Door, where the psychologist who wrote the book was talking about how we want sociopaths in the world because as many sociopaths that there are that do people, there are also sociopaths in higher elements of power, like in the military to protect us, people who run businesses, people who are doctors. Like there's a lot of people that have to have levels of no empathy or less empathy to work through a scenario that might be high stress or whatever it may be. You can kind of see what I'm going with here. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not judging someone if they do have sociopathy or ASPD, but it's something that I truly do feel like people don't really necessarily understand nor care to understand, and that's totally okay. However, if you learn about sociopathic people, you can really start to decipher between narcissists and sociopaths and bad people, because everyone wants to label someone as a psycho or a sociopath or having narcissism. This book has taught me a lot. If you're interested in that stuff, you need to read it. I highly suggest it. How does that make you feel hearing, though, that 1 in 25 people are deemed sociopaths? Because when I read it, I was like, 1 in 25? Like, if you really think about it, I mean, it seems like, 4%, that's kind of a decent amount. And that's just the ones that are reported. I don't know, food for thought.